Yo, this is N.G.A TV. Yo, I was in this hangout last night, and this certain individual caught my eye. You know Yeah, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say his name, but he knows who he is. You know, you know, you know. Out of respect for Obsidian, I prefer not to use or slander, for the sake of his platform. But if you've seen my latest video on Double O Coon, you could call this the sequel with a little twist. This individual came out my throat because I was completely, oh no, I was correcting this dude, this racist that entered the comment section, and you know, I contemplated, at first, whether I should do this or not because the whole thing it just seems petty. But I said, you know what? It needs to be said anyway. This particular moderator told me to chill or he'll ban me, but didn't bother to ban the racist troll in the chat, so, who called black people monkeys. Now, if this person is listening, it's gonna get a lot deeper than you would expect because this is not the first time you raised a concern. The first time my eyebrow was raised was when you tried to check Gideon on his own show like it was yours. I know you were trying to calm people down, but at the end of the day, if he goes out of control, fuck it, it's his own show. You, on the other hand, were acting sort of like a female who panicked out of fear, losing control of the situation and got carried away, trying to be like calm. I mean, I know a lot of you are asking, how does this tie into the video? Well, I'll tell you. Dr. Carrell made a statement that I addressed in that stream that one thing the gender war exposed is how weak black men have become. Paraphrasing. It's like if a lot of black men were really dedicated to ending this genocracy or gender war we have, they would go full force to abolish this system, have have last minute thoughts and make up ways to back out with solution resorts to save face. It's like your argument to me was I was going at the guest lady neck, I was going at her neck, but that's not what I was doing. It's like I had no problem with none of what she said. I just attacked, the issue, not the person. Second, you deflected by saying I called her out, but what, like, oh no, you said I was name calling but didn't mention who. And then I find it strange because when I had commented politely on the real subject matter at hand, that's when the troll came in. I mean, he started spewing insults at black people, you know what I'm saying? And you did nothing. No deleting, none of that. But I say one thing back and I'm automatically called out. Like what a load of fucking shit. I'm sorry, but I gotta call a spade a spade. I wanted to keep quiet, but the inner me would not let that slide. You know what I'm saying? Like if you call out one person, especially a black dude, at least call out a fucking racist. The trigger word was I call these two artists queens because they are Lee and Laura Hill. You know what I'm saying? And I remember what brings me to this final conclusion. That every time the word any type of these trigger words like queen or something like that has something to do with black empowerment and black pride and all that, a white racist is always triggered or offended. They see it somehow as like an issue when I didn't even mention anything racial or disparaging at all, period. I just made a point about the stereotypical dysfunction of black women today compared to great examples in the 90s. It was on point and on subject, and I get called an SJW for making that point. I don't get it. I'm not too fond of the right wing philosophy, but I heard the whole stream, and the key word was balance. And if I can't be objective, how the fuck can I be balanced? I call out black female fuckery, non-black female fuckery, black male fuckery, non-black male fuckery. So if you're caping for women and now racist, whose side are you really on? The enemies? That's not balance. You pick the side. It's not everything that comes from my lips is going to be crispy clean or PC. So I'm far from that SJW shit. You know what I'm saying? I call it like I see it, 100%. I'm 100% cool with Obsidian, but you as a moderator need a lot of work to do. If you let petty emotions affect serious subject matter, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't know what you're doing. It's like if Obsidian ordered that, I'm cool. That's fine. That's his channel. I just want everyone to know, where I stand on this. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with this black left hyper. It's like they're so hyper sensitive. It's like just because I said something, if I offended you or anyone else, that was unintentional. But if you're defending this racist piece of shit for going at black people's neck, then throwing insults at me while I'm, going at his ass instead of deleting him, you can fuck all the way off. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not a race baiter, but as a man of integrity, a black man should always seek to silence or check racism from validation of this type of rhetoric, whether you pro-black or not. Fuck that. And don't give me that free speech shit because the topic was, you know, was the black manosphere considered hate speech? But guess what? Racism is hate speech, at its highest level. So talk about everything, not just one skewed perception of how you want it to appear, business or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and that was not only intellectually dishonest, but it was disingenuous. But I had to call it out and show, high validity in what Dave Carrell was saying all along. I'm not done yet. I got other fishes to fry, but for now I'll stop. This is N.G.A. TV. I'm out.